Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I just saw a Champions League game, Inter 0, Liverpool 2, and I was actually happy and I was trying to push Liverpool to tell them punish them, hurt them even more, hurt them, and that's what we will start to speak about today. We'll start to recap the game of what happened in Champions League, Inter versus Liverpool. Was Liverpool really deserving that win, yes or no? Because if you see the score, you would say there is absolutely no people on earth that would think that it was not deserved. But if you watch the game, probably we have to explain another story. I will explain the story with the words of a Juventino, because you have the logo on the heart and that will never change. But I had to watch that game of Champions League to understand what people were telling me about Alexander-Arnold, because they were telling me Firmino, Mohamed Salah, Mane, all these players. I was really curious. I know the one of Inter. I was really curious to see Liverpool. It hurted me a bit because I don't like Inter. You know that it's the team that I dislike the most, and I don't really like Liverpool history neither. Even if I have to admit that Jurgen Klopp is one of my favorite trainers and he did an amazing job at Liverpool, bringing them to win the English Premier League, bringing them to win the Champions League, and now that game between both of them. This morning on the channel I was saying 2-2. Why? Because I was sure that Inter would not have been the underdog that would have been punished with a big score. I know a lot of people were saying before the game Liverpool will beat them, they will be so strong, and maybe we'll see a 4-0. Inter doesn't have Barella with them, so Liverpool will smash them. That didn't happen. Why? Probably because of the arrogance of the Premier League, the arrogance of Liverpool, thinking that indeed English Premier League is that bigger than Serie A, that all the teams there, even Southampton, Burnley, this kind of team, Brighton, and I don't know what, they have like two teams in one. I don't understand that they are bigger than Inter, Milan, Napoli, Juve, and so on and so on. At a certain moment, calm down, and we see the arrogance. If you don't respect your opponents, especially when you are going in their home, hey, you can risk a lot. And what I saw today was, and I have to be honest without the H. I know that a lot of time I pronounce the H, honest. No, it's honest without the H. I have to be objective and honest. Inter did a really great game until the 68th minute, where probably if they would have scored, it was totally deserved. Probably they were deserving a bit better and a bit more. Did they deserve to lose? Absolutely not, but football is cruel, especially if you do dumb mistakes. And that's what Inter did, because Inter, first of all, they try to face Liverpool with a three-man defense. Three-man defense versus Liverpool is like a good friend of me, Adam Digby, was saying to me, it's like you are playing versus Mike Tyson and you are defending only with one hand. That's crazy. They are playing with three amazing players up from Liverpool and you are giving them the chance to play. Now, Inter, if you look at the stats, they had 0 shots, 0 on target. And if you are not going on target with your shots, forget about it. You will never win. We saw it versus Milan, Juve Milan, 0 shot on target 0. That means that you will never win. That's a big problem for teams. On the other hand, Liverpool, 13 shots, 2 on targets, and they were perfect because the two of them, they went into the goal. Liverpool 2, Inter 0, that's the result of the shots on target. As easy as that. Inter, great until the 68th minute, where they were going all in. You remember Allegri, and you know it's a Juve channel, so we are comparing a bit with Juventus. Allegri always says something important. He says we have to manage the moments of the game, because it's not human to run from the first minute until the 90th minute in every game of the season. It can happen in some games, but it's impossible. It's not human. Yes, indeed, in UK, in the Premier League, they are doing it, but in UK, in the Premier League, they are playing like everyone is doing whatever they want, and that's why you have so much spaces. In Serie A, in Champions League, you have to be a bit smarter, because if you are not smart, you have some problems. Liverpool, I told you, arrogance of thinking that they were the best on earth and that they will smash Inter. They start immediately really aggressive, showing Inter, we are here to win, we are better than you. And what is Inter doing at that moment? They are answering immediately to Liverpool, telling them, no, you are in our home and we are not here to be sacrificed and say, let's win. Let's Liverpool win and we will wait until we concede the goals. No, they replied immediately, and that was a beautiful answer from Inter that started to believe in themselves. They were supported by a really great Giuseppe Meazza supporting their team. They were chanting, they were believing in it, and they were pushing the players also with the grinta from an Arturo Vidal, ex-Juve, we know it. Probably not the same Vidal as a few years ago, but still a big dog in the middle of the field that is actually going on all the players because he wants to take that ball, and he did a great job. For me, one of the best from Inter was Perisic, but why? Also because Alexander-Arnold, that a lot of people told me, Giuseppe, he's the best right back in the world, so I was really curious to see him, not only on FIFA, but also in real life. Guys, Alexander-Arnold, great, okay, everything you want, but he gave so much freedom to Perisic so that Perisic was doing whatever he wanted. He was always free. He was able to control that ball, to dribble him and do go. And he made actually Inter looking super dangerous on the left side of the field. Brozovic, really smart player, really intelligent player, and I have to admit that in the first half, you have an Inter that was totally dominating that game, where Liverpool, more the game was going, more they were scared, and more they were saying we can't do nothing because we were not expecting a game like that from Inter. It is what it is. What happening that Inter, they gave everything for 70 minutes and they had no energy anymore to end the game. They had no energy anymore. Remember, I told you Allegri managing the times, managing the games. You can't have 90 minutes as crazy. That's what Inter did without actually going on target. Never. So they missed their chances, even if one time they went on the post with Çalhanoğlu. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Not enough, and what's happening in these kind of moments? You are punished. You are punished because on a corner kick from Liverpool, and that was the first time that they really went on target, you had that guy that is taking hit with his header. It's not the biggest guy. What was his name? Luis Felipe. Oh, I don't know the name of the guy. It was Firmino. Firmino is going, boom, is going with a header, boom, goal. 1-0 for Liverpool. And then you see that Inter is giving up. They don't have the energy anymore. Why? Because they gave it for 70 minutes. Everything they had, they give up. And then they can see the second one. Is it a harsh punishment? Yeah, probably. On the other hand, it is deserved because if you are not closing the game earlier and if you gave everything you had in terms of energy, you can't recuperate anymore. You don't have the fino alla fine mentality anymore. It's impossible to come back. It's over and you give up. Also because the changes of Jurgen Klopp were really great. The changes of Inter, they were absolutely not great. Who entered for Inter? Darmian, Ranocchia, Gallardini. It's not the same as when you're able to make sure that Keita, Anderson, Diaz, and Firmino come in. That's a big difference between the two teams. Smart from Jurgen Klopp to anticipate them, stupid from Inzaghi that was thinking that they would continue until 90 minutes with the same energy. It is what it is. I just want to spend a few words on Lautaro Martinez. Strong player, good player, whatever you want, but really a disgusting player. Diving so much on the field. It's not the first time because that's a player I know that I observed so many times. He's doing it again and again and again. They are complaining about Vlahovic that fell on the ground, maybe simulating, but stood up immediately. They are complaining about Cuadrado, but look at their own player. Crazy. It is what it is, guys. Guys, I think that 2-0, it's a big hit on the face and on the heads of Inter. I don't know if they will find the energy to play a great game in Serie A. I don't know. Let's see and observe because they were playing really well and losing not 1-0 but 2-0 after a performance like they did. It's hard. So let's see what will happen with Inter, guys. Let's see if they will be able to go back on first position in Serie A or if they will start losing and actually make sure that Milan or Napoli goes to the top. Guys, this was it. Again, sorry if I didn't speak a lot about Juventus. I hope you love this kind of Champions League video. Grazie, forza, Juve. Because at the end, it's a Juve channel. And that's what we love. Grazie, grande. Ciao.